Hi, I'm Tati, and these are the books I read in April, May, and June. I have quite a few books to discuss for this video, so I'm not going to spend too much time on any one book. If there is a book that you'd like to hear more of my thoughts about, you can let me know in the comments. So I read 5 books in April, and they are The Long Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, the second and last book in the Fixer series. I absolutely loved this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Even though it was bittersweet and I maybe didn't get as much closure as I was hoping for, I still really enjoyed it. And overall, I think this series is really well written and the plot and characters are great. Next up, I read 12, also by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is a novella for the Natural series. If I remember correctly, it takes place 5 years after the end of the series. I'm not entirely sure. But I did enjoy it and I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. Love, Life, and the List by Cassie West is next. I did really enjoy this book as well. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And I have a whole spoiler-free review video for it if you want to know more of my thoughts, and I will link it in the description. Next is Honey So Sweet Volume 2. This is a cute shoujo manga series that I'm really enjoying. I gave this volume 4 out of 5 stars. And finally, I read Brooding YA Hero, Becoming a Main Character Almost as Awesome as Me by Akiri Andoricio. I really loved this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. And I also have a full review video for this one, which will be linked in the description as well. I only read one book in May, and that was A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle. I decided to pick this one up because my younger brother was reading it for school and because the movie was about to come out at the time. I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars, and I do plan to make a full review video for both the book and the movie once I get around to seeing the movie. Now, June was a great reading month for me because it was when I went on vacation. So I managed to read 7 books. Now, the first one was The Kissing Booth, which I didn't enjoy that much. I keep going back and forth on it. Right now I'm somewhere in a 2.5 or a 2 star rating. Next up was Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I actually liked this one a lot more than I thought I was going to, just because the premise didn't really interest me. But of course, John Green wrote it, so I ended up loving it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Listen to Your Heart by Cassie West is next. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars as well. It was so cute and fun and the perfect vacation read. And my sister actually read it right before I did, so we got to talk about it while I was reading it, which is always fun. This next one has got to be one of my favorite books of the year, and that is Not If I Save You First by Allie Carter. When I first heard this book was coming out, I was really excited because, of course, it's Allie Carter, one of my favorite authors. The setting worked really well with the plot and characters. Of course, I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. Next up, I read Ruined and Avenged by Amy Tintera. I ended up giving both of these books 3 out of 5 stars. They were actually recommended to me by my sister, and I did enjoy them, but I haven't been able to get my hands on the last book yet. And I finally read Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book in what I believe is the Caraval trilogy. Now, I really loved Caraval, but I wasn't sure how much I was going to enjoy Legendary just because it's not in Scarlett's point of view, it's mostly in Tella's. However, once I started getting into the story, I ended up really enjoying it, and I did get a new appreciation for Tella as a character. It was also a good reminder of how perspective shifts how we view a story, and I think the author did a very good job of that, of how Tella sees Scarlett and how Scarlett sees Tella and how different it is to be in each of their heads. Anyway, I ended up giving it 3 out of 5 stars, and I can't wait for finale. So those were the books I read in April, May, and June. Let me know what you thought of any of these books in the comments. I think my favorite has to be Not If I Save You First. If you like this video, you can let me know by giving it a like. I try to upload a new bookish video to this channel every Friday, so subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye! And I don't think I have any of these books with me, but we're going to do this anyway. I really loved this book. I gave it 5. Yeah. Oh, I have this book. Do I have this book? I used to. Somewhere. Okay. It's gone. Lingual? I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, here it is. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself. I have the book and I couldn't find it. I'm not redoing it. You know what? More work for me in the editing, but I'm not doing it. Once I got, and I'm already cringing thinking about how many pictures I have to put in this video in editing. But anyway,